Is LMB Simmer and welcome to my channel. We are kicking today off with another episode of Rags to Reaper. So this is Rags to Reaper number 18, and we are still building this small little home for these guys, inspired by a picture I found off of the internet. I'm not sure that I can do some of the roof styles and some of the other styles that this is. I was having a hard time matching. We just don't have all these styles. I mean, it's supposed to be that this is, we're supposed to have that this is the, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking that this is a style of build that they made for this pack, but I'm finding that some of the inspirational things that I'm finding for Romanian revival architecture aren't really what we got in The Sims. So there's a disconnect between what I'm able to find and see and what is actually, are you gonna work? Thank you. And what is actually available to us. So far, I just don't know. There's like on the actual one, it's like a balcony piece, but it's not. And that's the other thing. It's really hard to see in the photo, so underneath this window up here, it's kind of more like a balcony structure and not a roof piece. And it's, kind of like something that would be a window box, but not. So it's really hard to emulate that when we don't have anything that's exactly the same already existing in The Sims. So I'm going to take a look at one thing. I think there might be roof sculptures and see if there's anything in there that I can find. But the other thing is, like, the roof over the top of this is kind of ornate and rounded, but then the roof at the very top of this tower, it sticks out. It's a big square kind of rectangularly thing, and then the rest of the roof is square. I want to say that's called maybe like a mason style roof. So we'll see what I can do. But seeing what I'm seeing here, yeah, we don't really have anything that emulates it at all. So I'm just gonna have to do the best I can to build what I can. So it's not going to be exact, it's not going to be perfect, but it's inspired by. So we've got the rooms laid out. I believe we floor papered them. So let's go ahead and the outside of the house is all I can see. It's not the inside. So we're kind of just taking wild guesses here, but let's go ahead and see what we can do for some wallpaper here. And let's see here, since we are in the life and death, let's see, let's just go show all. What did they give us? So ornate skulls, okay, and then this paneling woman, complete wood paneling, and then this one. Okay, so I feel like she would probably have one of these in her bedroom. So she likes black and red, and so this one is giving more purpley vibes. It does bring out the purple, but I think we're just gonna go with this black one here for her bedroom. I think that it'll make her bedroom seem a little less busy, but I just think this would work, because what's that one? Concrete layers. Okay, yeah, I think, or we could do this one in here too, I guess. Let's see if we did the black version of that. I mean, it makes it a little less busy. It does bring a dark purplish hue to the wall, because I mean, it's supposed to be black, but to me that wallpaper color in the middle looks more purplish. But let's see. Yeah, because the other one's more classy. I feel like that might be in like her regular area, and I feel like the nursery is probably where she'd put the crows. I know that seems weird. Unless we do this one, well, we did give the same Grimmy door to the boy, but I was thinking we did this one in the boy's room. Oh, there's different colors depending upon what color you choose. Oh. Again, those are so purpley. But, I mean, what do we think? This weird grim one for the boy, or... I don't know. I don't feel like that one really suits either of them. I mean, this isn't super black. It's real busy, though. And they do have a red one, which picks up the red in this room. Let's go with the red one. It picks up the red in the flowers. I think I like that a little bit better. Makes her room look ornate, even though this is such a small house, and this doesn't cost that much money. So we do need to start getting the furniture in here, though, that's for sure. But we will, whoops, paint the room. And then for the boys' room, he doesn't have his favorite colors yet, so, and like I said, I think we would say that his mom would do black and or red because those are her colors. And we're gonna do the crow room for him because I just feel like this is such a cute room, sort of, for a baby. And then I think we will furnish the bathroom and his room, but I left the stuff in there in case we need to reuse anything that we do have. I feel like this would be better suited maybe in the hallway, or the paneling would be better suited for the hallways. So I actually am going to go with the paneling for the hallways. I feel like this home needs to be kind of vintage vibe and classic as much as we can. It is a small home, but Nicoleta doesn't have that much money yet. She's been working hard for the Grim career. She's doing fairly good, but yeah, she still does not have a lot of money. Now we do need to pick a door for this bathroom, so let's go to the doors. There isn't really any good small ones from this pack, so we're gonna take that filter off of life and death, and we're just gonna find ourselves a basic nice door in black if we can. So I like this one. There is also, whoops, sticking, there's also that one. I'm just trying to find one I like. I do like that this one has silver and it matches, so I think we're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna move it this way. I mean, then it swings out instead of in, but it makes more sense for the placement of where the bathroom is at. I need to have this. Okay, so now we can go back to the wallpaper, and we need a tile. There was no life and death tiles, so we just need to pick a red and or black tile because this is Nicoleta's house, so we want it to be to her aesthetic, but we want it to look nice, not too weird. That one could be nice. It seems more like a kitchen than a bathroom tiling, but I'm not sure where we're gonna put the thing. That one also really matches nice. Again, it depends on if we're doing, in the Edwardian one looks nice too. Oh, they all look nice. But are we gonna put a bathtub in here? Or are we gonna put a shower? Ooh, I like that one too. Let's see. So in case we can't afford to replace everything, this is what we have here. So we would probably put the toilet roughly here, and then I see like a shower tub combo there. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for a shower tub combo. And something nice, but obviously not too nice. So they do have life and death tubs, but then there's no shower. Now we could put the shower in the downstairs bathroom. So like if they need to take a quick shower, they go downstairs. If they're just going to have a regular bath experience, or we can wait until she gets into the thing. I know that this one is not okay, so let me see if I can put that one in front of the window. I love that. Sort of. It looks like it creeps into the window just a little bit. You see that? But it's kind of just under the edge. Okay, I love that, but what I don't love is I need the sink over here. So if I can't put the toilet in this two-part thing. Okay, so the toilet goes there. So we'll save the toilet. We'll get rid of, well, I'll keep the shower yet, just in case we have room for it downstairs. And then we'll put a sink here. I don't know what happened to her sink because it doesn't show that it showed up there. But I thought we saved everything. I also am not seeing her bed, so it somehow got rid of some of her stuff, so that's not good. So first and foremost, let's get her a bed so we can get that out of the way, since it looks like she's gonna need one desperately. So let's see, are there any life and death beds in here first and foremost? So yes, there are. So there's this one. Oh, that is a tiny bed. I meant any big beds. Was there any big beds that came with life and death? Yes. So it looks like, well, here, can we just back up and do the pack for that so I can see better? Okay, so yes, we got these single beds or these double beds. So there's this one, which is really nice. I like that one. There's also this older black one, which is also really nice. So let's see, that's energy 5. This is energy 8 and stress lately 5. And this is the black version. We've got a lot of red in this room, so I feel like if we did go with the black, that would be great. So we're gonna put her bed there, then we should be able to put like the furnishing over here. Okay, so we've got the bed. Now for the baby, I'm gonna take this back off because we are going to go into kids and we're going to do the pack that kind of came out. It was a extra download pack, so it doesn't belong to that actual thing, but you see this one here, that's the one that we're going to pick from. So the little baby has some choices. I need to angle my camera so I can see this better and put the walls down for 1 nanominute. So there's that one, or there's this one. They all have gold on them. Not sure how I feel about that. And then there's this muted one that does not have gold. It does have silver. It's not like a deep red though. It's more like an off red. So there's either the deep red but it has gold, or there's this one that doesn't have gold. So I think we're going to choose between those two. The black one I don't really care for, and they're not a toddler yet, so the bed will have to be replaced with the toddler thing when they grow up, but we are definitely going to. And then it looks like the difference is, so like this one would match that one. I don't like the way it looks with the carpet, quite honestly. And then otherwise this one would work with that though. Again, I don't know. The gold, this would work with the gold, and that's the same. Oh, here, this one works, but again, don't like, I really don't like the way that looks with the carpet. And then is there any other baby beds? Because I feel like that's only for newborns, and this one's an infant, so no, these are the only three. Okay, I feel like that's purple, that's green, then they got the white. I wish the black did not have the gold. And these are all just for newborns. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna have to choose one. I do like, I mean, I like the idea of a silver better, but there just isn't a silver here unless we go with the purple, which purple does go with red, but I just don't know. And this one kind of goes with the red carpet, so it's and then the green, same problem. So really we've got to pick between these three cribs, and I just don't know. Like, I don't like the way these reds clash, but I also like the fact that it is slightly different and that it has the silver tones. This one, I like the red better, but then it's got all this gold. I'm not sure how I feel about the gold. And same thing with this one. This one has a lot of gold, but it is black. So, you know what? I think we should look at what the toddler bed version is going to be and kind of go from there. So these are the toddler versions. So if I looked at the black, it's going to be black with silver. If we go with the red, a lot of gold again. So and then this one has the silver with the off color. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this one for the crib, and then we're gonna switch out to the black. Like, I don't understand. Look at the colors of this black one here with the silver. Why isn't there a baby bed / infant bed in the black with silver? But this is the one we're gonna go with. So I don't know if we'll just go ahead and put this in his crib in here. In the meantime, his crib's gonna be that. We'll eventually get this. We're gonna have some windows over here. I haven't done that, so I'm just plopping the furniture in. Please, please, please don't get upset because we're just putting the furniture here. We will be trading it up in the future. Baby's first rug. That's the rug he's on right now. I feel like we need one that's not like weird for him. I like the little fox one. I think we'll give him a little fox one. And then what else? So we're gonna need a side table. Did they give any side tables with that kit? I mean, I'm not seeing one here, but I'm not seeing a side table with it, so we might just have to consider some other things to go in here. I'll have to rearrange it, but we're gonna put some of these furniture things down so that we saved the money for it, of course. Oh, we could also do this bed with the little ghosts on it. Oh, that is so adorable. What's the red version look like? That one's interesting. I really do like that one, but we're back with the gold again with that one. But then the black one. Oh, maybe we'll do this one. It's a cute, I like that one. I do like this one too, though. No, we'll keep the other one. We'll do the other one. Okay. So that gives us that much stuff from the furniture. We do need to pick a porta potty for the toddler. I don't think we'll be able to put it in the bathroom, so unfortunately it probably will have to go into the bedroom, but that's okay. Okay, and then we definitely need, so this mobile's got the gold again and the gold, but this one does not, so we'll probably do this one and we'll try to fit it downstairs. So I'm gonna go plop that in downstairs for now. We might change it because gold might be okay for downstairs too. But we definitely need to consider that. I like the idea of having this little trinkety box set here. So we'll try to keep that. Maybe we'll do a playpen downstairs too. I'm trying to find right now. Oh yes, and we definitely need a toy box. So definitely going to need that toy box, and don't know if we're going to worry about the trunk. And we definitely want the little dollhouse. So if we can fit it. This house is small, so we might not be able to get the dollhouse. Oh my goodness. No, we can't afford the dollhouse. What am I talking about? I didn't even realize, like, look at how much money. So we will definitely have to not spend money on the bed now and get it later for sure. So we will definitely have to pick and choose some of this furniture here. We still have a whole lot more house to do. So saying that, let's go ahead and start by copying this door down to the bathroom down here, and then I can adjust where it's going. So do I want it to go on this side? I think I do. I think I do want it to go on this side. So yeah. So we'll put the door there. That's how they'll get into the downstairs bathroom. That's going to be the kitchen. This is going to be the living room. So again, we need to finish out the house. So let's take care of that first, and then we'll figure out the furnishings. Like I said, we'll probably have to start by reusing all the old, quote-unquote, old stuff. I don't understand why that said $28. Okay, well, whatever. But we'll do, I'm not sure yet. We're not going to close this hallway off, but I think I want a different wallpaper here for the living room. So let's go back to this wallpaper and let's filter by life and death for sure. So we did that. So I'm thinking this one would look really nice in the kitchen here, but it's not got tile, so I think we'll do a tile one in the kitchen, and we'll do this one in the living room. So this one goes in the living room. Like so. And then in the kitchen here, we'll do tile. I don't know if we want to have a door to walk out the house in. That's what I'm thinking. It'd be nice to have a back exit here, but I don't know what kind of door we want to use. And all these ones are so big. They're 2 tile wide doors. So I think if I got rid of life and death for that and just found one that looked like a nice outdoor, like we could do a mixture of this one. It looks like it has a keyhole, but it also looks like it has the other thing, and I don't think we really want that. So let's also filter by color. So let's look, we're doing black on the outside of this house. So let's filter by black and see if we can find a good outdoor looking house. Like, I like that one. It doesn't seem like it's very secure though. It's like I need one that looks like it has a ability to lock it. There's this one which has some colorful flowers on it. I feel like this would be kind of cute, except for it's got a white trim. So I'm not sure about the white trim, but it's not that expensive. So we'll definitely give that one a thought. And let's see, there's that guy. It's also got a white trim. This one's got gold. Upstairs we've got silver. Downstairs we could have gold. There's not a see-through, so it feels like it'd be a little bit weird for an outside door because you can't see who's coming or going. This one is the best. How much more is that one? Ooh, it's a lot more, but I'm gonna put that one there. That's gonna be their exit door to the backyard. All right, so we've got that going. I do not know if we're gonna finish this time because we are already here at 25 minutes, so we might not. I really liked this one because it brought in some red and black, and then there's also this Edwardian one that matches the tiling on the floor that I really like. And then this one brings in some of the red colors but not as much of the black. Then there's also this one which just has a little bit of the tiling, and then there's this one which has a different type of tiling. Quite honestly, I really like this old-fashioned one. This one is only $5, so, but this one is also more like the style the house would have been, I think. So we're gonna go with this one, I think, for the floor in here. We'll have this nice red kitchen and dining room area. That looks nice. And then we need one in here, and I really liked this one. So I think for here, this bathroom, we're gonna go with this. I don't know if we're gonna end up putting that shower in here. If we do, we might have to pick this one. Maybe we'll just do this one. I mean, it's white. It's the only room that's got white. But, I mean, that has white too. What am I talking about? And then we can utilize the shower in here as well. We might as well, since we have it right now. So, I mean, but we want a sink in here more than we want a shower, right? How much does this sell for? $240. It's not going to give us a lot, but let's delete that. Let's go upstairs and grab another toilet, because we definitely want another toilet if we can. But we also need some kitchen stuff. And like I said, I do not know what happened with her stuff. So all of her furniture did not... Oh, now it's showing up. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to sell the bed because we don't need that bed anymore. These we need to place somewhere where we can see them, because she needs to pick these guys up and put them in her inventory and take the seeds out of them if she needs them. We also will put her diploma in her room. Now for the kitchen. So I like the idea of this being right here. We're not going to be able to make the kitchen better right now, unfortunately. There's just not enough money for it, but in time, we will be making that kitchen better for sure. So we're just going to put these two there for now. So she has this old sink that we're going to use for now. We're going to wrap the kitchen around here, and then there'll be room for a small dining space somewhere here, I'm hoping. But for now, we will put that there, so that wraps the kitchen around. We have to use this god-awful sink because we have no other choice. And her kitchen table still has to go, unfortunately, here. We'll put her table there. Maybe we'll move this over one more. We'll put her computer on it. She can put that away if she needs to. We need to find a place to display that. We're going to put this above here for now. Can you color these? No, cannot color them. Okay, that's okay. So we will do that. We still have a couple dollars left, and I need to do a lot more painting. So we will definitely have to think about that. We're gonna put this right here, I think. That will make sense for now, the burglar alarm. Because we can't really put it there. We could put it here, but I think here is better, kind of tucked out of the way. So we'll put that there with the intention we're going to have this be here somewhere. And then let's go ahead and start again painting as much of this house as we can. So I think we'll go ahead and grab this tile from down here, and we will bring it up to here for the bathroom. And you know, we still need a sink for this bathroom, but that's okay for now. If we don't have one, we can make the money for that. We've painted everything downstairs, so we just need to rearrange the furniture and use what we can. So, oh, but we haven't put the windows in, so let's see what we can get for windows and things before we get too crazy here. We still have to do the outside, and I don't care maybe if we don't paint it. And then I was thinking that this might make a better front window, so we are going to use it. Again, I think I'm just going to have to at this point go with loosely inspired by the photo on the internet, because we don't have anything that's exactly like it in The Sims. And also, I didn't notice it at first, but it does have a basement dugout, but I'm not making the basement dugout. So I like the idea of maybe this one down here and then this one up here because of the baby's room. And then there is window boxes, so I mean, let's maybe see if we can find a nice window box situation. So it's kind of like, yeah, the balcony like over here would be kind of like one of these actually, with a window above it. So maybe I push, let's see, if I go down here and if I would push that in, so if I moved this to there, and then if I pushed that wall back in and I got rid of that, it saves me a tiny bit of money, not a lot, but a tiny bit. And then if I instead did one of these things, now none of these look like what it would look like. This one is probably maybe the closest. No, it's boxy. It's boxy with a fancy like line and stuff on it. So maybe that one would be the closest actually. I mean, it's more solid and you can't see through it and stuff, but I mean, like, that one's too fancy and too weird. This one is too open. That one is also too open. That one would kind of work. This one does kind of have a decoration on it, but again, it's a solid wall piece one, and it's ornate because it does have some structure to it. But I think this one is the closest one we're really gonna get, is probably this guy. And I'll probably have to change out this window. So for instance, I'm just gonna, can I put you down here for a second? Let's get this above the door. So I can't put it where I want to either. Can I alt it where I want it? No, it just doesn't want to go there. Okay, so that one doesn't want to work the way I want it to work. Now this one is squared. It's not as ornate as the one in the photo, so this one's too fancy and too gold, like I said before. This one is going to have the same problem as the other one. It's too off to the side. That one maybe could work. I'm just going to have to look for one that looks like it can give me somewhat of what I'm looking for. That one's actually too brown. And it's not the right shape or size or any of that one. That one's so small. I really liked this one, but I can only do it if I offset it. It is way more open than the one too. Again, that one's just a little too much. I think I'm gonna go with one of these ones. I know that this is from, like, hear me out. I know that this one is not from the, oops, not that, thank you. It is the 9 key that's supposed to go up the wall, huh? But it's not working right now. But I know, I just don't want it to touch the roof directly. I know this one is from Salvadorado, but it's probably going to be the closest, and it has a little detail on it, so it's going to work. I mean, it's, the black is more brownish looking than black, but we're going to call it a okay match. And now we're going to find a window that works with this thing. How? I'm not sure, but we are going to find one. So we want it to be kind of ornate if we can, but also it doesn't have to be. This is also a bathroom. So something like that could work in place of what is there. This one is okay, but not what I'm really going for. I like this one, but it's way too small, but I do like it. It's also not super fitting. Same thing with this one. Let's see, that one, nope. This lotus window, I think, is not the aesthetic we're going for. Now, this would make more sense now to have this window here, so maybe this is the guy that we have here. Kind of still gives the aesthetic we're going for. Not a 100% mix, but the wood here kind of matches the wood there, so it kind of makes it more sense. We'll maybe see if we can put this window somewhere else. It's not going to go where I've got it right now, so that's for sure. It might not go anywhere, but we'll put it over here for now. So we have that. That's all the window of the bathroom needs. I don't really care if this side has windows too much, but we'll probably put some in, but the stairs are over here too, so I don't know about that. I can't see the back of the house, just the front of the house, so if I did go filter by this life and death, what would I see? Oh, there are a couple other windows. So we chose that guy, but maybe perhaps instead we get one. That one's like too big now, so let's see, there is this other one that I like. It's kind of brings in more of that curved shape again, so we will do that one there. And then down here, we don't need a very big window for this little bathroom. So how big is this guy? You're pretty big. This guy is not that big. So I like the idea of this one, and we can always change the arrangement of where it's at eventually, but I think we're going to go with this one here, and then we're going to put that in the black. We can always change that up later, but that brings window into that bathroom. And then I want to go downstairs here. Definitely would be at least one window here. That one is so big. That one's nice. This one would also be nice. I'm just, again, trying to find one that would work. Okay, so this one, too big. This one works slightly. Alright, so let's go to this side and put that window in. And we wanted, so the back side, maybe we have it a little less ornate because it's in the back of the house. So like nobody cares much about the black. I don't think we can switch this. This doesn't have any. Eventually we will get some cabinets that will have, some counters that will have some black. And I'm going to only give it a few more minutes. We're going to go ahead and delete that window because we don't need it right now. And we'll just take the 50 cents from it. I don't really see any windows on this side unless we eventually do some over here and move the table over there. I do want to maybe get an island in, but we can't afford any of that right now. So let's move to the living room. I want to get a fireplace in if we can afford it. And then of course we have the baby's playing mat, so can't intersect other objects. Okay, so let's go to build, no, objects by room. Let's go to living room. Let's go to fireplace. There is only one life and death fireplace. Oh my gosh, this is a huge fireplace. 970 bucks. Why won't this work? Can't intercept other objects. Okay, well, what other object is there? Oh, this guy. Maybe? Escape. It's not really intersecting it, but let me see if I delete that and put this in for a second, if it'll allow me to do that. No. Okay, so undo. Is it this one? That doesn't seem like it should either, but let's delete that one for a second. And can't intersect other objects. Huh. What is the other object there? Can't intersect other object. I don't. Oh, because it's so tall. Okay, it's so tall. So I'd love to use the life and death one, but we can't do that in this household because the household is not big enough. We do not have sufficient funds to pick any fireplace we want, but we can get something nice and ornate and old, but it's just not gonna be the one. So we got this nice looking one, and that came with the pack, and we can definitely consider that one. There's always this old-fashioned guy here. There is also this one, which is also old-fashioned looking. Can't do that guy. And then we can do this one here, and then the last but not least one is this one, which brings out some gold, which mostly we're not using gold in this house. We're mostly using silver. So although this does have gold too, but also that one takes up a lot of our money, so I feel like we should go with one of these cheaper ones. And because this one is just slightly smaller, I think we're just gonna go with this one. It's also the cheapest, so we could go with this one here, but that one's always seasonal. Oh, and it does not come in a black, so yeah, we're gonna go with this one here. Okay, so perfect. So we've got a nice fireplace. We got to paint the outside of her house eventually, but if she can't paint the outside of her house this time around, I'm okay with that. Okay, now what happened to that baby thing? Okay, we want to bring this back inside. Maybe I'll put it like circa right there for now. And then let's see if we can afford any kind of a sofa. I mean, she doesn't have a chair yet for visitors, but we do still have some money left. I'm going to see if we can finish this up as much as possible this episode, but let's see. We can't afford this sofa, but we could afford this one. So let's see, if we do red, we need to see this in the light. Again, it has gold, and we're not really doing a bunch of gold, but if we did gold on the furniture, I mean, I guess that wouldn't be that bad. But the red one, that's a lot of red. And the black one, again, is black with gold, but I do not mind that one there. Oh, there is a silver one. Hallelujah. Okay, so let's get this here. And then since that is there, we're going to pull this back towards, maybe we'll do it this way, and we'll put it behind the couch. Because I think this, I don't know if the baby does tummy time in this too, but so we have room to do tummy time if we need to do tummy time. Now we're almost finally out of money. We have this, which I would love to put here for now because we don't have anything else to put on that fireplace, but this works. Let's change the color. Do we want to do, I like the deeper red. It stands out. If we do black, it's just black against black, white to white. There is this gray one that brings some depth, and it still has some black on it, but I really like this reddish wood one as a contrast. So we're gonna do that. And then upstairs, we're gonna go back, and the mom's gonna have her little suitcase there, and then we can rearrange this. Can we get a sink maybe for the bathroom? If we do, no, we can't. Well, not a life and death sink anyway. But well, what was that? I should have looked at the, that one is $3.95 and that one is $3.65. So perhaps eventually in the future we could get them a bathroom sink. In the meantime, I'm thinking this base game one would be just fine. So we're gonna put this base game one. It matches the toilet. I really need to have a mirror, so we're gonna put a mirror. So this bathroom is gonna be all fledged out. The one downstairs is not out because I'm not sure if I can get a mirror for $28. I'm sorry this episode is so long, but we are, and we'll definitely add some of the other details over time, like the toilet paper rolls and stuff like that in the future. It's just we can't. See, the one I'd really want would be $55, but even the cheapest one is $40. So the answer to the question, can we get something cheap enough? The answer is no. No, we cannot. There is probably a life and death mirror in here somewhere too, but yeah, not the cheapest mirror, unfortunately. The other one I really like is this one, which takes pretty much all of our stuff away, but I like that it has a cabinet. So I'm gonna see what this one looks like on top of that. Oh yeah, that looks great. So we're gonna do that, and with that we only have $3 left, sort of, because now that we have the window in place for the baby's room, and we have a window for the living room and one window in the kitchen and a window for the bathroom, so we're doing good. The only one who doesn't have a window is Mom, so maybe we can get rid of something. I mean, we need the infant to have something, but let's see. Let's put the toy box over here in the corner, sure. And then let's I like the idea of the baby maybe being right there, but maybe we'll put the baby down one more, like that, and then that way we can get the changing table in right here along that wall. We don't really need this decoration right now, so we can get 25 bucks back. This mat is also 20 bucks, and I mean, they have an instant one, so maybe for now we wait on that too. And I'm doing all of this because I'm trying to see if we're going to eventually be able to afford for mom to have a window. We also don't, oh, $500 for that caddy, it's gonna go. We don't need that. Okay, now let's look. This can go right here in the middle. And then, oops, no. Okay. This can go right here in the middle. This one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that one's pretty much in the middle, and that guy's in the middle. That one's in the middle. There isn't one in the living room, but other than that one, but it's okay. This one is in the middle, and that one's roughly in the middle. We can put one in the living room, but we might just put a other one. We did get $500 back by selling that one thing, so you know, but we definitely want to put some more money into the kids' room if we can for toys, because we did not do much with toys. So let's definitely see what we can do for the infant there. I don't think infants can do much, but they can play with little things. So let's definitely see. This one works for the toys and babies, toddlers and infants. Okay, so you can get the Grimborn. Awesome. So what's the red Grimborn? No, I don't like him. He doesn't match. Let's go with this Grimborn. We'll just put him here. We'll move the baby's bed down one. We'll move this. No, we can't move that one. All right, let's put the baby's bed that direction. I feel like they're gonna get stuck. Okay, let's put that back there, and then let's put this there. Okay, that works. And then what else? This one works for infants and toddlers. Whoops. No, please. What did you do? Okay, put it back. Thank you. Building blocks would be a good one for the kiddo to have. Maybe roughly there, but let's put them there. And I think that would be good for now. I mean, we did not get that, we did not get the dollhouse yet, and there's some other things we didn't get, but I think that will be good for the baby. The baby's only an infant right now, and so I like that they have one toy. Maybe one other one is there, like something else that it seems like the baby would maybe play with. I like the little squeak heart, is kind of a cute little toy, and it changes with the different ones, so maybe we'll put that one here. And then I think, oh, we don't want these building blocks. I see now. Not these building blocks. We want these building blocks. So they've got that one. Oh, yes, we want these ones. All right. Yes. So we'll get those ones. So we still have $253. So what we are going to invest in is maybe another chair. How much is this chair? Yeah, so we'll get 3 chairs. I know that seems weird, but we'll get 3 chairs. We've got the alarm. We've got, oh, maybe a light. Maybe a light. We can get a light for the living room. So, is there anything life and death? Yes. That one we can't really afford. That one just does not feel like the aesthetic right now. So let's see if we can find something else that might be nice. Patchy, the patchy light. There's this other one. I mean, that's businesses and hobbies, so I don't know about that one. There's the old-fashioned one. That one's kind of cute, I won't lie. Let's go ahead and filter by, again, red and black, but it kind of helps find stuff that works. So, no. There's that one, which is okay. That one, and this one, and that one. I do like this one. It is $175. Let's see if there's one cheaper. The werewolf one did come out to play. This business hobby is only $115. I do like that. There's this one too. It's only $80. Have the black shade and the white thing, or the white with the black shade. That is so white though. Too white. We could just go with a basic pillar. Don't like that one. There's this one, which could work. We could set that one up, but I really think the one that best sits this one's only $135. It's kind of like a broken down one. Kind of does fit the vibe though. Old, dirty, broken down. There's also the patchy one that I think would work. This one, what's that one look like? Ooh, it's kind of marble. Doesn't really fit the aesthetic I'm going for though. I really kind of just like this one. I know it takes up a lot of our leftover money, but I think I just really want to get this one. And I can't move it super close, but I can put it there, which, you know, hopefully they can get around for now. But that'll add a little more light to that living room for them. It leaves them with $23, which is not much, which, like I said, can I get her any kind of bedside table for that? Probably not. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. But it's okay, because we are done with our house, with the exception of course, painting the outside and getting the roof on, which I definitely will need to work on the roof. And then, of course, we'll have to finish up the ornate stuff in the front as well. But this episode has gone way long. It's already 57 minutes in. So, or 58 and a half minutes in. So we're going to end this episode here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And you take care. Have a good one wherever you are in the world. And until next time, all right, thanks. Bye-bye.